So we're going to segue from our last conversation. We discussed talking about the top 10 Black quarterbacks. We're going to segue into the current top 10 quarterbacks. I want you guys to give me your top 10 list. If you can give it to me in order from, obviously your ranking order. Once we go over our order, we can kind of look and see who we want to bounce out each other's lists, and then kind of get a little understanding of the criteria of the list. I'm not sure who would like to start this, but there you go. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, because
let's go, Jay.
Y'all gonna kill my list, so it's cool.
No.
All my lists get killed. No matter what I do, it gets killed. It's fine. All right. So I went off the premise of going into 2022, who's going to have the best year, right? A quarterback may be considered better, but based on circumstances, I had knocked them down or moved them up. So number one, should I start for 1 or at 10?
No, it's your thing.
Do your thing, bro. You do 1, 10,
yes. All right, fine. All right. I'm gonna start at 1. Josh Allen. I think everybody got Josh Allen. That man's a monster.
I'm sorry. I need to get a pen right now.
Okay.
Cool. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Cool. I mean, Josh Allen's a monster. He's gonna have a crazy ass year. Number 2. It's gonna be a little weird. Weirder than number 1 for y'all, I guess. I got Herbert. Yeah, I know. 3, Mahomes. Mahomes nasty. Without Tyreek Hill, he's going to spread the ball around, which makes him more dangerous. But we'll see what happens when he plays a better defense, like on Thursday. Number 4, I got Brady. Number 5, let me stick with number 4 for a second. This is probably going to be Tom Brady's last year. All the stuff he had going on with his family, when I think we've all played sports and shit. And when you have shit going on outside of the game, you move towards the game to, it's like your safe haven. Number 5, I got Lamar. Contract talks. All right, Ron, it's cool. I ain't gonna say shit on your list.
I'm just saying. I
think these are.
I don't know how to take. I don't know how to take anything right now. I'm listening.
Just listen. Look, it's cool. I said these QBs are gonna have the best year. That's how I ranked them.
I'm gonna ask you a question when you're done.
All right, that's cool.
Can you hold the question to everyone, Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the reason why I wanted to ask him a question is because he's doing his different.
Oh shit.
He is. Yeah, he is doing this, but it's fine. It's fine.
Cool.
I actually like.
No, I'm with it. I'm with it. I still want to listen to his list because he's making sense about what he want to talk about.
Just let me know.
So with Lamar, everybody's been shitting on him about how he can't throw, and this is gonna be a prove year for him. We're gonna see what happens. He's off to a good start. I think he'll have a monster ass year. I know. So, look, I called Ron after the pod to ask him if he was okay. Because he was.
Need a hug, nigga?
Yeah. Hey, that's how the conversation started.
I thought that nigga was his brother after I saw his emotions. I was like, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Hey.
It's all love, though. All love.
All right. So number 6, I have Rodgers. I knocked him down just based on the receiving core that he has. And, it takes him a long time to get used to his receivers to where he has that security blanket, and he doesn't have that on the team right now. So I think that's going to hurt him.
That's that backward thumb.
Number 7, I got Joe Burrow. His line is ass. We thought they revamped, but they got destroyed the first week. I don't know if Pittsburgh's D-line is that good to make him look that bad, but we'll see what happens. But right now I got him at 7. Number 8, it's going to surprise Ron. I got Kirk Cousins.
That's not a surprise to me.
Hey, Listen,
I got
Ron.
him higher for you.
Listen,
the
Ron.
way you're ranking your list, I would put him higher. But
That's fine. That's fair. So they just got the Rams' old offensive coordinator, and Ron,
the
you and
Cooper
I
Cup
talked about this
coordinator. We're gonna
before.
call it the Cooper Cup coordinator.
Right. And Justin Jefferson was like, "Oh, I see why they were wide the fuck open all the time." So yeah, he's gonna have a better year. Number 9, I have the Super Bowl winner Stafford. I know. And then number 10, it's a 3-way tie.
Oh, here we go.
I got Tua because he got Tyreek Hill. I got Jalen Hurts because he got AJ Brown. And I got Carr because he got Devontae Adams.
So my question is to Ron. You brought this shit here, Ron? It's like, nah, I ain't gonna do James. I think that's more of a prediction. And your predictions are really not off. Like as a prediction, I don't really see too many people I can really take off your list.
If you're just saying the top 10, I would put Pat at 1, Allen at 2, Brady at 3, Rodgers at 4, Herbert at 5, Burrow at 6.
This is
Lamar
where
at
Ron is
7.
starting to. You okay?
And that's all I can go for now. I can only do 7.
Let's go, E.
So we're talking about just where we rank the QBs right now. Are you considering week 1 or just where you
consider them
despite week 1?
What, as I'm starting to hear it, what is your personal ranking?
Thank you.
Okay. So personal ranking, because again, I just want to be clear because y'all are getting in about how you're ranking them.
You just didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings, so I needed clarity.
Nah, I think as far as my tops, I would have to put Mahomes still at the top for me, number 1. Number 2 and 3, I was going back and forth, but I think these guys are from last year, and what I'm thinking about what they're going to be doing this year, and also what they have already showed so far, is Allen and Herbert. Say 2 and 3.
See, we kind of on the same page.
Brady, I would go next. Rodgers after that, and had to think about these last few where I wanted to rank because I was just gonna name off folks, but then you said put them in order, so that's why I had to try to go back and try to figure out what I want to put them. But Matthew Stafford didn't play well this week, but based off of last year, I will put him there. Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson, and Joe Burrow.
So you got Lamar at 9 and Burrows at 10?
Nigga, did you say Jamar Jackson?
I said Lamar.
You said Lamar.
Oh, I think
you
you said
can't get that
Jamar.
man name wrong on this podcast,
Relax.
bro. Seriously, bro.
We know that's your boy. Relax.
He's ready for violence. You call that nigga Steve?
He's sensitive, bro.
It's Stephen.
You're sensitive.
So yeah.
Yeah, I'll fight a nigga for you, Ron, but damn, bro, like, come on.
Hey. But go ahead, Ron. Who you got? Since you excited, let's go.
Hold on, time out. Ron, you on mute.
I know.
Do you want to go yet?
Let's do a staring competition. Ready?
All right, so Ron, you lost.
I was made for this.
Hey, Javon's my man. He didn't even hesitate. You my man. I go. So this is kind of off the air because I was kind of thinking about what the credentials that Javon's talking about, like the mechanics of a quarterback, and then I will go into my ranking goes along with the accolades as well. You feel me? I can't knock a guy based on what he's already given to the league. So I still have to keep them where they're originally, in my mind, originally where they're at. So this is my top 10 in order. Number 1, I got Tom. Number 2, I got Mahomes. Number 3, I got A-Rod. Number 4, I got Josh Allen. Number 5, I got Burrow. Number 6, I got Russell Wilson. Number 7, I got Lamar. Number 8, I got Herbert. Number 9, I got Watson. And number 10, I got Dak.
I got a question.
You got to wait.
What is Deshaun Watson doing?
Oh,
going into 2022.
Going into
he said he's
2021.
ranking them as current, ranking them as not as all time, current.
Yeah.
Current.
What is Deshaun? He didn't play last year.
Which is why I got him.
You don't got to play last year to be ranked in that man's personal top 10.
Yeah, going off his criteria.
Off the criteria. Listen, we all like massages.
Not those.
You got to speak carefully. You too, E, and me too. Ron, you can enjoy all the massages you want and the happy endings, okay? For us.
As they're agreed upon.
Yeah. Matter of fact, no happy endings. You learned your lesson.
Yeah.
So
that man won one playoff game.
I'm not gonna question anybody's list. I'm gonna give my own, then we're gonna have our own. We're gonna just go through the whole question. And
what has Herbert done? Nigga.
Hold, wrong.
So we're gonna get there. Relax.
Structure. All right. Ron, me and your list is gonna probably be very similar from the start. From like 5 and 6, we interchangeable. I will tell you that the Deshaun Watson, I really slipped and I really didn't. I took him off the list because of kind of what James is saying, but to what your criteria is, I agree with him being on your list. Brady, Mahomes, Rodgers, Allen. Herbert, Burrow. 7 and 8 is so hard between Lamar and Stafford. I go Stafford, Lamar, Dak, Russ.
So Russ is 10?
Huh?
Russ is 10?
You got Russ at 10?
Sorry. Russ, Dak.
So Russ is 9.
So if you got questions, I got answers.
So hold on. I don't even think that's honestly. I think my most alarming one out of all of y'all is Stafford. Why is Stafford in y'all's 10? In y'all top 10?
Question. You got a question, so I'm gonna give you my answer. Can I go first?
Wait, did you have Stafford? I'm not good at hearing a little bit. You had Stafford.
I had Stafford. I was debating between Stafford at 7 and 8 between him and Lamar.
Fair.
How I rank my list. I broke all these quarterbacks down into multiple categories of top 5 rankings.
Okay.
Accuracy, arm talent, touch, mechanics, vision, reading, decision making, competition, winning. I look at everything. I'm not just looking at surface level stuff. I'm looking at what makes a quarterback. I mean, on the basics, arm strength, talent, accuracy, decision making, rushing ability, completion, interception ratio. This is what we grading them on. I'm not grading them on last year. I am grading them on week 1.
Mm-hmm.
See, I take a little bit of week 1 into my consideration. I will say that.
I'll take a consideration of week 1, but week 1 ain't gonna change too much if you had a bad game in week 1. I'm saying, are we gonna sit here and downgrade Aaron Rodgers to 10 because he didn't look good in week 1?
Mm-mm.
No, that's why I did.
Where did you have Josh Allen at?
4.
Okay. I got him at 4 too.
Yeah.
So me and Ron list like from 1 to 5 is the same.
Mm-hmm.
Questions?
So why is Wilson at 9 for you?
I think Wilson's overrated.
Okay.
And for me thinking that he's overrated, I don't put him where I think he should be. Like, I don't, like most people probably put him at maybe over a Stafford. Me personally, I think he won when he had a loaded team. When he had the opportunity to put the team on his back, he struggled. And then Pete Carroll had to reel him back and get back to Pete Carroll's system. I think that we think Russell's just going to go anywhere, and his style is universal. My biggest thing about quarterbacks is height. Height plays a huge factor in your success. If Drew Brees was 6'2" or 6'3", he'd probably be the best quarterback. But the fact that you got to get these lanes and it's harder for you to make the opportunities that you really need, height plays a huge factor.
Yeah.
Can I piggyback off of that? So based off of my list, and that's what I'm saying, as I'm remembering, everyone has a different criteria that I'm going to respect. And so I'm respecting Russell based off his career of why I have him over Lamar. But also tying into what he's saying, why I don't have him in my top 5, I have to agree. I think he's overrated. And to make it short and simple, if y'all remember the year when Lamar and him were in the MVP race, if y'all remember, and you looked at the games, you notice how many close games they were in. So, not to stray too far, I looked at his games kind of no different how I look at Tom Brady's rings in this sense. A lot of the games were won by the defense, not necessarily you. Like, I remember that year, they went to overtime with the 49ers. He damn near almost lost them the game.
They were robbed, but
I mean, you remember more. I mean, that's a Niner fan right there. But my point is this: if you the guys that are in the top 5, let them have that defense, and watch how much of a gap there's going to be as far as the scoreboard. If I think
anybody in this top 10 get that defense, it's a problem.
Yeah, I'm just saying, because it's just as much as I'm talking about a quarterback and a receiver, it's the same for a quarterback and a defense. And I've witnessed that so many times with Tom Brady in Super Bowls, where the defense is legitimately doing their job to make sure Tom can get back on the field.
But I would say the luxury of being able to develop while having a great defense and then becoming great, because the defense did carry him. He did have to make plays when he had to make plays. But Tom was a game manager who developed into a great quarterback.
Oh no, absolutely. But I will say this too, though. If Tom only had one ring, he'll be right in the same category with Russell Wilson, which would be overrated.
I disagree. Tom became a master of his craft.
True, but hear what I said though. If he had one ring,
You're right.
I said one ring. If he had one ring, I wouldn't really call him a master. You feel me? But because he had 6 to 7, then I'm with you. He's a master of his craft.
I got a question. Do you have Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson in the same boat?
Close in my book. Close. Because he's not even in my top 5 all time.
So,
but then both of y'all have top 5? You
no,
didn't have a top 5 all time? No,
I
know all time, but I'm talking about for your list right now. Didn't you have a top 5?
I had him top 5 based off. I had him top 5
Rodgers,
based what he has already done, and including to what he's talking about in the sense of the quarterback mechanics. His mechanics are like that to a certain point. To a certain point.
You said you got him in the same boat. You saying same boat as winning?
Well, because they both only won. Like, how many did Russell
Wilson
win?
and Russell and Rodgers?
Yes, but the thing is, going back to what he said though, one of his categories was what is about Russell Wilson's height. Russell Wilson's height plays a factor to how he plays quarterback. Mm-hmm. I have to give props to about how Aaron Rodgers does things as well because of his height. The only thing they really have in common as a quarterback, which is their flaw, is they both hold the ball.
I think one has to hold the ball more because of a height. One holds the ball more because he chooses to.
And I
don't compare Russell and Rodgers based on that one ring. And notice that I never talked about a ring when I compared not one of these quarterbacks. I talked about their individual statistics.
And my real thing with A-Rod is not about the overhype of the current quarterbacks. I'm talking about the past quarterbacks. That's what I'm saying. I think he's overhyped. I don't have him in my top 5 at all time. Okay. He fits in wherever else after 5.
Rodgers.
We get into all time. It's a whole bunch of
we can talk
criteria.
about that. We can talk about that another time now.
Yeah,
that's another criteria. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole nother criteria.
Joe Namath shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, but okay.
There's a lot of people that shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
Put that out there.
Right.
I just had to throw that out there.
But all right, can I say something to you?
Who you saying something to?
To James.
Yeah.
Okay.
At that time, look what the criteria was.
Shit, I don't even think his stats were even for
no,
for
they
that
loved
time.
him. It wasn't just about stats.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It wasn't just about it.
It's like, oh yeah,
man, for real, unbiased. He was their good old boy. They loved him.
Yeah, that's
and
facts.
some of them dudes. I'm telling you, when you go look at a top 20 list and you see Don Hudson, you like.
I got more questions. So. Did we already talk about Matthew Stafford?
Get to all the questions about the players that you feel questionable.
You asked about Stafford.
But did anybody answer him?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think so.
What was the question?
Why Stafford in the top 10?
Question. You say why did all of us put Stafford in our top 10?
Mm-hmm.
Arm talent, mechanics, decision making. I think that we really bury him because he played all them years in Detroit.
I got a bury decision making. But go on. I got a bury decision making.
The fact that I jumped him up a little bit more was you walk right in and get a ring as soon as you get some talent around you.
Is it talent or is it play calling?
Both.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah, it's both.
Very true. Very, very true. You mean you got Odell and Cooper Kupp? I hope you go far.
And he had Donald.
But
yeah.
Donald was there for a while with talent.
Yeah.
Jared Goff.
Yeah. All right. Forget him.
And so the point was, what did they change?
The QB,
quarterback,
QB,
and they got Odell.
Why y'all got Herbert so high?
No,
and
Herbert
Miller is.
And don't forget Miller.
Javon, don't answer this question.
Vaughn, yeah, facts.
Why y'all got Herbert so high?
Because arm talent, mechanics, ability to stay in the pocket and make the throws.
Let him go.
Y'all still in notes. Use your own shit. Why you got hurt?
Nigga.
I tell you, I
had Herbert at fucking 2. But if you're going based on like the actual QBs of the league, it's the same shit. Like if you look at her, I actually just watched him beat us. He just beat us.
And he's on top of every list when it comes from a QB, like
right.
When you're looking for criteria.
I'm sorry to do this, James. Who's on the Raiders defense?
All right, you'll see. So Max Crosby isn't there?
Max
Crosby isn't there?
What about last year?
Max Crosby isn't there?
You're a Raiders fan, James.
Nate Hobbs isn't there?
Who?
All right, so you telling me you don't know who Nate Hobbs is?
No, I don't.
No.
All right, look up his film.
But you know what? I do now.
Yeah, just look up his film.
Look, I'm not going to disrespect no man I don't know.
I think he was the highest graded corner in week 1. And he was
who ain't graded high week 1? What were you before 2022?
Hey, bro.
Yeah, look at him in 2021.
My rookie right
guard
rookie. Got like higher performance than Trent Williams. Come on, man. It don't matter.
Last year in 20.
JaVale McGee be rated high, but where's he at?
I would love to finish, Ron. He was a rookie last year. He was highly graded. Look him up. I'm surprised you don't know who he is.
I forgot.
That actually surprised me, Ron. I'm dead ass.
He forgot what the show is. The show is unbiased.
He plugged his Raiders in there.
This nigga turned his back on me.
You've been plugging your boy in there.
He turned your back on me. But it's cool.
Did a whole 360.
I mean, shit. You saw what he did against the Ravens in week 1?
Did y'all
last
lose?
Year?
Y'all lost, right?
No, we beat
y'all won.
Yeah.
You won.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You won.
Hey,
You won.
we're talking current people. We're talking current.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
Kurt,
yeah,
I don't know.
Herbert is nasty, bro.
yeah.
Like,
Hey,
he's
I
the
got a
pick to win
question.
MVP this year.
I got a question for you, Ron.
I'm listening. And I know we gotta get to the next topic. Cool.
Why is it that you be hounding Herbert? Because I've been hearing this tone from you in the chat for some.
Because I see him just no different than the kid at what's the kid's name? Trevor Lawrence. I see him no different.
What?
Out your motherfucking mouth.
I think they have similar abilities, but one has a little bit more it.
One has more talent. Who's the receivers at Jacksonville?
Right now, Christian Kirk, what's my man Jones?
Zay Jones. Yep.
No, not
He
Zay,
only
the
miss-
other Jones, Marvin Jones and
Oh.
Zay Jones.
No, I think Marvin left, right?
Marvin's still there, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Marvin still.
Because I heard them say both Jones game
facts,
one.
Okay.
Marvin Jones is still there. Marvin Jones is there. Trey Will is there. The person who's left is DJ Shark. DJ Shark's at the Lions now.
Nah, it was two wide receivers that left. Shark and what's the other one?
Probably left for good reasons because it's Trevor Lawrence. So, anyways,
Listen,
Wait.
Lawrence
Can I-
came out with the hype, but Herbert is, listen, I'm a believer.
no, I'm not. But I'm not. Hold on. Here's the thing. Again, like I talked about this other kid, Justin Jeffers, we were talking about in another pod. I'm not trying to sit here and shit on the person. The dude is legit. I think he is legit. But I ain't just about to just crown his ass and put
Question
his ass.
again. What was he
Can
on
I
your
finish?
list?
Can I finish? He was.
Yeah.
He was number 8. He was number 8.
Disrespectful.
Very.
Hey, you call what you want.
All right,
But based on, but again, I don't understand James' list. Let me just make sure about that.
I
Your
told
list,
you the criteria.
You talking about James' first list or the second list?
any list that had Herbert number 2, I don't get
That's
it.
going. Okay.
No, that was a prediction.
Yeah.
I don't think
so-
that's a bad prediction. Everybody has Herbert and Allen killing this year.
And Allen was killing last year.
Yep.
But Ron,
Herbert killed
Yeah.
last year.
Herbert was killing in
he
the
did.
beginning of the year, and he kind of flamed out. No defense.
Oh, but I mean, that's what Charger gonna Charger. That's what they do.
Yeah.
But all right,
So
Ron,
let-
let me ask
so
you a
let me
question.
ask you-
Would you rather have Herbert or Lamar Jackson on your team this year?
Lamar.
Don't
right
ask
now.
him that question.
Okay, let me ask. Okay,
Right.
let me be.
Don't ask it.
Let me be real.
You tried to force him to be biased.
Hold on. Let me be really real. Let me be really real.
Unbiased.
Let me be really real. Really real is this. That was a biased answer because I just answered emotionally. So that was bias of me. What I just said. That was
All right,
quick.
think
I'm just
logically
no
now.
brainer. Now,
Take a breath. Take a deep breath.
Now, logically, I'm taking Lamar.
Now, explain your logic so we can understand your logic, so we can know if it's logical or illogical.
Lamar is doing what he's doing with no talent. Imagine if he had talent.
Man,
I mean,
feel
you're gonna
that
see it in
nigga
like 2
Josh
years
don't
when he
got
go to
talent
Miami.
either. Who was Josh throwing
Yeah.
to?
Hey, James, I know where you live. Stop that.
He going to Miami, bro.
He's not going to Miami.
Y'all
We're not doing this
fucked up.
Why
conversation.
everybody keep
James,
talking about this?
They
He's
should have
not going
paid
to
him.
Miami. Do not feed this narrative, James.
All
I
right,
swear
when
to
it
God, if he
happened,
goes to Mi- if he goes
come back to this
Miami-
pod and watch it.
Anyways, now again, I'm not trying to shit on the dude Herbert. I'm just not gonna crown him. Like how I wasn't gonna crown Trevor Lawrence because I didn't even crown him when draft time came. I'm not gonna crown him. I gave more props to dudes like what's the dude's name from the 49ers?
Trey Lance,
I gave more props to Trey Lance than Trevor Lawrence.
when he threw like 400 passes between high school and college.
You gave what to Trey Lance over Trevor?
I gave him more of the okay versus someone like Trevor Lawrence.
So I'm okay. You take Trey Lance off the Niners. Do you think Trevor would be better on the 49ers or Lance?
I mean, to be honest with you, the answer
You got to be honest. It's unbiased.
is that well, but I mean,
Jafar killing this shit.
He own it.
I think Trey Lance is more dangerous than Trevor Lawrence.
I say with the Niners.
And not about being dangerous, but better.
With that team. With that team with talent.
Y'all have talent. So I'm saying I'm still picking Trey Lance.
I'm picking Trevor.
Okay, that's fine.
Same.
Yep.
Because I know that
Shut your yep ass. He over there like Jeffrey. Yup.
It's what he said. That nigga said right there.
When they right, they right.
So do you think Burrow, do you have Burrow as a better quarterback than Herbert?
Yes.
Why?
Because honestly, what's given to him, he has a poor ass line, and he don't fold. I gotta give.
Who has better weapons?
Hold on. He said Herbert. He didn't say Trevor Lawrence. He said Herbert.
I know. I said, when is Herbert folded? You said
I
Burrow
never
doesn't
said.
fold.
By the time I never said that Herbert folded. Hear me out. I never said Herbert folded. But be clear, I'm about to get tongue tied here. Herbert. When I watch Herbert, to me, Herbert doesn't go the next mile compared to other quarterbacks I watch. Like Allen, Burrow, guys in the top 5, they go the next mile in their game in the sense of how they play. Versus everyone else, like the Dak Prescotts, like the Russell Wilsons, they flatline. Except for the only one more person I just gotta see how he's gonna play is Watson. Watson don't flatline. Watson's game, he keep on. And Carr's another dude. I think he flatlines. His game is here.
I'm not.
Yeah, he's hit that ceiling.
Yeah, it's like boom, he's there. But then I've been saying this when I watched Joe Burrow in college. That boy is a gamer. He's a gamer. He don't fold. He don't choke. Whatever you want to say, he's there through and through.
Joe Burrow remind me of a young Montana with his coolness and his demeanor.
But
I think he has more talent.
Ask the editor. When I watched that kid, I forgot what game it was, and he got rocked, and he got rocked, and he got up and he threw the next touchdown. I said, Joe Burrow, gangster. I said, that boy is gangster.
All right. What do you like about Herbert?
I mean, honestly, he's like the perfect model quarterback, to be honest with you. He don't go the next mile like a Josh Allen. I think that Josh Allen's a good model quarterback. I think Josh Allen's a good model quarterback and everything. Right, but he goes the next mile.
Y'all smell that?
Javon, you see, I asked him.
Did y'all smell that digital bullshit?
But I said, what do you like about Herbert? And you went straight to something he don't like.
Yeah.
I saw the reverse psychology. Like, I saw you playing the psychological questions. I saw it.
He's a prototype. He's a prototype. Well, okay, when I think about Justin Herbert, I think about Andrew Luck. They're right there. They're the prototype NFL ready quarterback. But
so you just saying he don't have the toughness as like a Joe Burrow? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not about the toughness. It's more so the it factor. I don't see the it factor.
Man, as many times he converted 4th downs.
I don't see the wow factor about him.
That 4th downs?
Huh?
All the times he converted on 4th downs, that man cool as shit under pressure.
Yeah, but then also at the same time, I have to consider your weapons too.
But the same thing with Joe Burrow. Look at Joe Burrow's
I'm
weapons.
asking that question.
Yeah.
But hold on. He's not extending plays like Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not. No, did you see what?
Bro, he scrambles and moves out the pocket.
Yeah.
Who? And but again, I'm not saying he don't. But I'm literally see the Bengals line fall off of anything.
Okay, and he
so you just focus on the
Jamar Chase
line,
makes a play,
right? But they
pretty much if we talk about if like this, if Joe Burrow was under the same circumstances like a Herbert, yeah, I would probably say either they're tied or if someone or Herbert. Let's say that if they're same surface level, I'll say Herbert. But under the circumstances I see Burrow playing under, I got Burrow because I don't see Justin Herbert, really going to the next level at the Bengals.
You know what, James? These are receipts. You can keep this for the bank. You can cash
Keep
these
it.
in later.
Keep
no,
it, because
trust
you
me,
know
I
what? Because keep it, because like I said, I watched that kid Justin Herbert in college, and it
will.
showed.
Ain't about college, bro.
I
It
hit the
is
like
about
buttons on this
NFL
one.
No, no,
now.
no,
It's about now.
no. It is about college. You know why it's about college? Because you know the saying. What's the saying? What's the saying about a zebra stripes? What's the saying, James?
I don't know, and I don't care. But look,
Yeah,
with
that's a
Tebow,
problem. But then that's a problem. That's a
Tebow
problem.
was ass.
Just-
Tebow
Hey,
was
coach,
ass in
hey,
the NFL, but he was great in
hey,
college.
Tim Tebow
All
don't
right,
count
all
under
right.
Urban Meyer.
Look. We're gonna go back and forth. We're gonna wrap this
Right.
up. I see there's some. Me personally, I detect some feelings about you and Justin Herbert.
Yeah,
We're gonna leave this
there's
one
no
alone.
feelings. No, there's no feelings. No, I'm
No,
saying
it's not
there's-
feelings. It's not feelings. You said it clearly. I don't want to crown him.
Yeah, I don't
You
want
crown
to.
a bunch of other people. Cool. Wait, I think. Look, let him prove himself to you. I think all three of us think that he will.
Okay.
and I say he already has.
Me personally, what I see from him, I agree with you on Burrow's it factor. I think that Burrow's it factor is there. But I think with the weapons he had, he came to a team that already had 2 wide receivers, and you added another one. He's probably the 4th or 5th best wide receiver in the league right now. I'll take Chase.
Oh, okay. That's a good point.
And they already have chemistry, since you want to talk about college.
You good point. Good point. Good point. Good point.
So you give him these 3 weapons. I'll take Mixon over every running back in the Chargers backfield.
Over Eckler?
That's a good woo.
Over
That's
Eckler.
That's a good conversation.
Eckler,
for another
to
pod.
me, Eckler is a forced back. I wouldn't take Eckler over a lot of running back. I just think he just does the simple job well.
Wow.
He's fed well.
I don't know, bro.
Wow.
We can get to that. Hey,
we get to
That's a good one.
my phone just said I got 5%. Can I get y'all picks on these 3 games coming up? First game, Chargers and the Chiefs, Ron.
Chiefs.
Chargers.
I'm gonna go Chiefs.
James, you and I are going to bet.
You don't want to do that. You're not gonna win.
Oh, I'm going to win. They about to tear their ass a new one.
I'm
Fam,
gonna go Chargers.
Khalil Mack gonna have a field day.
We're gonna split Chargers,
2-2.
Chiefs. Next
He's gonna run
game,
right into Joey Bosa.
we agreed to the game Ravens versus Dolphins. Ron, we already know what your pick is. So, James.
Ugh. If the Ravens would have gave Lamar his contract, I would have picked the Dolphins. But since they didn't, I'm gonna pick the Ravens.
That's your logic.
Nah.
That's your logic.
Listen, bro. Look, I like the Ravens, but the Dolphins are stacked.
They ain't proved nothing to me yet.
I know, but like
The
it's
Eagles
about, like,
were
what's gonna
stacked,
happen
remember?
now. Yeah, they had a tough time against Detroit.
No, not those Eagles. The Namdi and the super team Eagles were stacked. And until I seen it happen, it don't mean nothing.
Namdi went to the Eagles.
Well, anyways, I'm going Ravens because they're home, and I like the way Lamar played last week. So hoping he keeps it up.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Ravens for the simple fact that, similar to what James said, because I can kind of understand where we're coming from to make sure Ron can understand. Lamar playing for something, so I'm not going to go bet too much against him right now. I'm really not. Because this man playing for it's a bag, a whole bag. And when you're playing for that contract, you normally play at the top of your, and then forget the bag. When Lamar was playing last year healthy, Lamar was killing. Look, with them legs, you can't stop him. You got to play 11 on 11. He's been throwing a lot better. Regardless of his feet mechanics, the ball is getting where it needs to go. I can sit here and grade how it looks, but look, shit getting done. I don't think the Dolphins have arrived yet. They might be with the team you think they might be by week 10, but right now, when Lamar's on the field, it could be game 1, game 2, game 3. That type of talent can win you a ball game, any game.
I'm picking the Ravens simply because of this. The Dolphins won't be able to run the ball on us.
Ron,
And so that's going to put
you weren't even allowed to speak. Everything you say about that is going to be biased. If we talk about the Niners,
that's true.
If you're talking about the Niners, I'm going to sit here and just.
No, that's true. Last year we were #1 in stopping the rush.
No.
What happens this year?
No, your defense is still beasting. I agree with you. I'm joking with you, bro. I agree with you. The Ravens defense, I think, is still top 5.
He like one of them motherfuckers working on that Planet Fitness. But what?
Hey, young, don't disrespect that man.
Hey, the bubble screen to Tyreek Hill might have a long day.
Off.
Let's go. Who's the next? Who's the last one?
Next one.
Last game, Bucks and Saints.
That's
The Bucks.
Nah, Vikings and Eagles.
Oh, Viking Eagles?
Yeah.
Correction. Vikings, Eagles.
Vikings.
Vikings.
We'll lean Vikings on this one.
Is it Kevin O'Connell? He's a new head coach for the Vikings.
Yeah,
I'm going.
I like what I see with that offense, and the Eagles had a tough time with fucking Detroit. So
I don't think Detroit is as sorry as they were last year.
No, they're not sorry.
Detroit arrived.
They ain't Minnesota.
Hold. Did the nigga just say arrive? Like ARRIVE?
I said they saying.
Yeah.
Oh, they. I just need clarity, E.
Yeah, but hold on. Let's go back to this. What did you say? They're now who? Javon? Javon James.
The Lions aren't the Vikings.
True. But at the same time, though, look how good the Vikings had it against a depleted offense of Green Bay.
Okay.
That plays a factor of that plays a factor of having a better offensive day when the other offense ain't really clicking.
So they beat Aaron Rodgers week 1. They're gonna beat Jalen Hurts week 2.
I think so.
They just got a good defense.
Oh, we're gonna end it like this. I forgot to say something to James that he said to his first original list. I think if anybody's gonna get their first MVP, that's gonna surprise you guys this year, it might be Kirk Cousins.
Thanks. That offense looked nice.
Yeah.
So you say Washington winning NFC East.